What's up, friends? Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. It's a bit loud. So the only two remaining decks that we need to do are red and blue, and I've put together some funny little decks based on the cards that I had, and let's try the blue this week. So I've included some basic control with like select for inspection and unsummon, which I quite like. Pacification array I found to be awesome as well, especially if you can drop it on turn 1, and then from turn 2 you can just keep tapping whatever you need to. Blink of an eye, just a good card really, especially when my own creatures get like luminous bonds or water tapped or whatever. You can blink them back into your hand. Essence Scatter of course is important. The Glint Nest Crane is there to help me search for Gleaming Barrier, Suspicious Bookcase, the Monuments, and the Manolith. 4 Wind Mages because we've got a fair amount of instant and sorcery spells. Tempest Gin is just good. I wish I had more of those. 2 Malfunctions for more crowd control. Asleep, help me push through for damage. The Glyph Keeper I found to be really good. It's only got 3 health, but it is a flyer. And what's the target of a spell or ability for the first time each turn counter that spell or ability, which is like really good. Switcheroo, amazing card. Gilded Lotus, I've never seen anyone run, but I just noticed that I had it and thought that seems cool. And I hardly ever get to use it, but very rarely. It is actually pretty cool. You can get it down and then you get +3 extra mana every single turn. It's amazing. Angler Drake just has some more bounce in it. Riddle Master as well. Torrential Gearhulk I think is pretty much mandatory for these blue decks, or for any, you know, a spellcast heavy deck. The Heat is really good. The Immortal Sun, also it's late game, it never really helps, but it's cool. That deck has a lot of problems. But hey, I'm still learning. Quick Constructed? Yeah. Deck, yeah, 7 wins and 3 losses. Once we've done the mono blue Quick Constructed and the mono red Quick Constructed, then we'll start doing drafts. Quick drafts. Or competitive drafts, probably quick drafts. I've had a little success with this deck, but especially up against guys now who are bringing like probably their best decks, I don't know. Never underestimate blue. And yes, I still hate blue, but it's helping me play against blue a lot by actually using blue myself. So like understanding how blue players have to play to make their decks work. But what I find incredibly frustrating is when I'm playing against blue and I have mana up and I want to get a card down, but I feel like I can't because the opposing blue player has 2 blue up and a handful of cards, and he almost certainly has an Essence Scatter or something else. This is a really good opening hand. 3 islands, the monument, a 3 cost, a 2 cost. That's awesome. We're going to keep that. I mean, I think like 3 islands, 1 counter, 1 or 2 creatures, and then if that or Manolith would be the perfect start. But like now on turn 2, do I drop the Glint Nest or do I hold the blue for Essence Scatter? He is red-black. Actually I think I hang on to it because he could have a 2 cost, but then again, what's a 2 mana enemy that I'm afraid of? Not really sure. I'm gonna hang on to the Essence Scatter. No, fuck it. Have the Glint Nest. We'll start Essence Scattering for damn, now those go on the bottom of the on your library. The Aether Hub, I don't mind that too much. But see, I want to get the Kefnet down. I can cast that soon. He's got an instant, he's looking at it. This is an interesting ability. I've actually never got to use the Kefnet Monument before. So whenever you cast a creature spell, target creature and opponent controls doesn't untap. Battle push, fine. Champion of Wits, fine. I've got to hang on to the Essence Scatter now for whatever he costs after this. He's going to have 4 mana on the next turn. The Champion of Wits is annoying, but I'm pretty sure I can get an Aven Wind Mage down to block it, or Torrential Gearhulk. I don't have any instants, but obviously I want to play the Essence Scatter. Then I can use the Torrential Gearhulk to bring in the Essence Scatter again. So I'm going to end my turn. Essence Scatter, whatever he tries to drop down. And the next turn, hopefully he tries to bring something else in, then I can Torrential Gearhulk to get the Gearhulk in and to Essence Scatter his second creature. Doomfall, fuck. What's he going to exile? Probably the Essence Scatter. Okay, the Gearhulk. Fair enough. Now if I malfunction this, then I can't Essence Scatter on the next turn. But I can cast the Aven Wind Mage, leaving up 2 Essence Scatter, and then this one can not untap during its controller's next untap step. I don't really want to kill the Champion of Wits because I don't want him to eternalize it when he has 7 mana, but... got black in there, so he's probably running another fatal push. Oh lol! He screwed that up. Draw that creature if it has converted mana 4 or less, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield. But clearly Champion of Wits being tapped doesn't count as it leaving the battlefield. Can't Essence Scatter Chandra.
Take him out. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Control is excellent. It's way better than mine. Another Essence Scatter. Fuck it. No, I'm just gonna hang on to Essence Scatter. I can't malfunction Chandra, can I? No good. Lack of card draw is ruining me. If I do this now, I can't use Essence Scatter. Clearly I got to redesign this deck, but it's my first attempt at making a mono blue. And I've never actually encountered mono blue, and this is probably why.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
This is bad now. I'm losing 4 per turn. I can take 1 more turn of that. Need more creatures. He knows I'm sitting on an Essence Scatter, so he's not going to bring anything in.
This will be easy.
Can I... Okay, he exiles his Nicol Bolas. Doesn't he have some way exile Nicol Bolas? Ravager. I think there's some way for him to unexile it. He has costed a few blue cards. He might have another counter. No, he doesn't. Two per turn, but if you cast a spell, 5 to target, okay, yeah, we're done. We're fucking done. He's just gonna use that and just zap us.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Good game. We're done. Hey! Okay, we're learning a lot. And as bad as this deck is and as bad as I'm doing, the point of these initial few mono color decks is just to learn the colors. My little mono red with the goblins is actually it's arguably even worse. But on the few times I have managed to win with it, it's hilarious. Because you drop down the goblin war chief to give the other goblins haste. You drop down a few instigators. You click attack. They let them all through because they think it's just 1/1. You hit trumpet blast and you do like 25 damage in a turn. It's very cool when it works, but it doesn't work very often. And summon glyph. That's not a good start. That is even worse. Oh, death by mulligan here. Hello. Getting the manolith down is going to need one more mana though. Got the wind mage, got the essence scatter, another blue. Opt, very good card. What can I cut to get a few opts in? I also don't have any straight card draw in this deck of mine. Maybe I should I can cut one or two creatures and put in those gloves that let you, when you attack the creature, draw a card. I want to essence scatter something. Oh, no, I think I want to get the board pressure down. He could have essence scatter anyway, but I doubt he'll essence scatter a glint nest crane. Any artifacts? Okay, do I still get to search? I do. Nice. Okay, we need to peel another mana. That's still another like 3 turns before I can do anything. Get my wind mage down. Oh, fuck off with the Doomfall! I can kiss my Gearhulk goodbye. Or the Essence Scatter. If I was him, I'd hit the Essence Scatter because he knows I don't have any more mana. The only thing I can cast in the next turn. Yep. The Manolith to give us 4 mana or Kefnet. I think the Kefnet. Then I can get the Wind Mage down for 2 mana on the next turn and tap whatever he drops, if he drops anything. And I can Manolith on the next turn to give me 4. I can cast this for 5. The worthy shall cultivate a nimble mind to perceive the glorious wonders that await them. I'm really enjoying reading the inscriptions, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna Manolith because I don't have a creature that I can make not untap. But I can actually get the Wind Mage down, I mean, why not? Board pressure. This is just gonna Essence Scatter and kill it. And I can get the Gearhulk down in the next turn, but I don't have an instant that I can cast from the library to do so. But at least it'll get a 5/6 of that body on the floor, which he will most likely just murder anyway. Okay, Scarab God. Yep, we don't have any exile for it, so. As soon as I see the Scarab God in a deck where I don't have any exile, like I'll just concede. Shot the mighty. Well, 3rd time lucky. Here we go. Okay, nice. A gleaming barrier. Then a select for inspection. Let's keep. Hello. I gotta say, I'm not over my hatred of blue spells. I still dislike them immensely. But I can absolutely start feeling the feeling of excitement, like, should I start making, you know, 2-color and 3-color decks with blue in? Definitely. I can absolutely see the utility of blue. And this has already made me understand how I can improve my graveyard fetch deck with control of blue. Guess it's a colorless mana. You may pay and untap artifact you control. I would need 1 more mana for that. If he had allowed me to keep up the barrier, I could have tapped it to get Zahid in, but there's no way to get him in now. Because I'd have to tap that. I mean, let's try. That's not going to work. Lol. Yeah, it's a bit odd that it shows that you can actually cast it because it doesn't work. On the plus side, we're sitting on 5 mana on the next turn. I should probably try to get this Glyph Keeper down if I can. It's a 5/3. He's going to struggle to deal with it. I mean, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Feel the heat of my flames.
Unless he can bring in a flyer on the next turn, I can Glyph Keeper to kill it.
Yes. Perfect.
You can try Zahid again. But I like the Glyph Keeper instead. So he takes it up to 5 the next turn. Unless he can drop in a flyer, I should be able to punch it. But the problem is I don't have mana up to Essence Scatter, whatever dragon he's going to bring in now. Probably like a 4-cost Glorybringer. I think Glorybringer is 4-cost.
Look to the sky.
6-cost, big dragon coming in. I'll take the 5 damage. Now, unfortunately, I got no way. I mean, I can kill his Demanding Dragon, but then he's in a. I can't. Add 2 mana combination of colors. He's 100% going to block with a Demanding Dragon. What does that do for me then? Buys me another turn where I can maybe get Zahid in. I think I have to try. I'm effectively trading that for that. Then on the next turn he gets to 6. He brings in another big dragon. On the next turn I cast in Zahid. I still can't get to it, but at least if he tries to cast something big, I can Essence Scatter it. Search for inspection. I can bring the Glyph Keeper back. It's not going to help. If I had not attacked, I don't think he would have attacked with his dragon, which would let me return it to his hand. It's an awesome Planeswalker. For 3... These Planeswalkers are ruining us.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track.
Don't any of my flyers have haste? I think they do.
Yup, you're going down.
This is when the black-blue deck that has Vraska's Contempt would have been good. What's this Glorybringer? Interesting. The 6 mana, I can drop a Zahid. I have to try. It's not going to make a difference though. I can't see how I can win this. Two, 3, 4, 5... 7, 8, 9 mana. You must be sitting on some flyers there. Only hope is he doesn't have a flyer. I mean, still I could kill Chandra, but then that lets him get Sarkhan to 7. So his turn now, it gets up to 7. I can punch it to 5, takes it down to 2. That goes up to 6. I need 1 more mana to be able to embalm the Glyphkeeper.
They are coming.
It doesn't matter, here comes a big dragon that I can't get past. Overbringer! My only hope is if he attacks with it this turn, which I don't think he'd be that dumb to do that.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
If he attacks, then so he can get through. Hit Sarkhan, but it still only buys me a bit more time. Yeah, I got nothing. Might as well eternalize the Glyphkeeper, why not? Or embalm. Then it just blocks, and then he costs a bunch of dragons, and ugh, whatever. Just go through the motions. Another 0-3. Hopeless, just hopeless. It's binding, nice. Weaver of Currents. Yeah, not good. I'm gonna get rid of this deck. It's terrible. Oh, I was winning with it last night a bit, but that was in free play against other noobs. The Immortal Sun obviously has to go, and the Gilded Lotus is terrible. Manolith is okay for a bit of ramp, but I don't need that much ramp. I suppose with Kefnet and the Manolith, that's more than enough ramp. Dreadnought, animation module, nah. I was thinking of, actually I could probably drop Pacification Array as well. I don't think I need that. With those gloves that let you card draw. Yeah, Rogue's gloves. Try that. Manolith, Kefnet, bookcase, barrier. Like Suspicious bookcase, but I wonder if Wall of Mist isn't better. Two cost 05. This one's got reach. Is that better? Deep Freeze is a good card. I think I want some counter spell because I've got Return to Hand, Unsummon. I think I could drop the Unsummons as well because I've got Blink of an Eye, which does much the same thing for me. Scatter. I think that's an instant. We did say Opt was good. 3 spaces. I'm thinking of either disallow or cancel. Hornswoggle is good too. This is counter creature spell, and I've got Essence Scatter. Creature spell for 2. Why don't we go 2 less Essence Scatters and 2 more Hornswoggles because it gives us extra mana, and then we can go cancel for 3 or disallow for 3. Okay, disallow is just straight up better because it's also an instant, but it allows you activated ability or triggered ability as well. 3 disallows. And I could maybe drop the select for inspections and take opts instead. I think that looks better. Justification array, what's that doing for me? Not really much. Glint Nest. I think I want 4 Glint Nest cranes to help me search for all of my artifacts. But what do I drop then? 1 Aven Wind Mage. Malfunction? I think 1 switcheroo is probably enough. Okay, that could be better. This is... That's my biggest bad I've got. Probably the Zahid. Let's try that again. If I can get 1 win out of 3, I'll be happy. But I gotta say, playing MTGA, I'm actually really loving it because it reminds me of playing Dota when I first started playing Dota and League of Legends or MOBAs in general. How you start and you do nothing but just get your shit pushed in for the first few 100 hours of play. The learning curve is so absolutely brutal. But all the best games that are the most satisfying and the most rewarding have learning curves like that, I find. I mean, Battle Brothers as well. I almost stopped playing Battle Brothers after the first dozen or so hours because of how frustrating it was. The Kefnet and the Glint Nest. But it's only 2 mana. If I can just peel an island in the first or second round, I should be good. I don't have any Essence Scatter though. I should probably bring in the Champion of Wits, because like if I had a Champion of Wits here, then I could just swap out the Malfunction and the Switcheroo. Hello! I should actually take a look at my mana curve. I think I've got a few 3 or 4 cost creatures that I can switch out for Champion of Wits. Also running Glint Nest, interesting. Super interesting. Desecrated Tomb. Whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 black creature, a bat creature token with flying. That should actually go into my graveyard fetch deck. Thing. Now all those go to the bottom of the graveyard, the bottom of the library, which sucks. I would have liked pulling into those, but... So the next turn we've got a 3rd island. Then, what do I hold on to the mana for Hornswoggle, I suppose. Because he's going to have a 4, or the Kefnet. Not the Kefnet yet. Because even if I drop it now, I've got 3 mana on the next turn. I can't get a creature down, so I can't proc it. It would make the 5 cost Torrential Gearhulk a 4 cost, but... That Desecrated Tomb would be pretty cool if you get it to synergize with Liliana, that Planeswalker. Ah, the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Do I Hornswoggle that? No, it's a 1/1. I mean, I'm happy for him to create little tokens because I can block them. I think I want to save Hornswoggle for something bigger. It's super interesting. I've never actually seen anyone use such a supplier. I'm just curious to see how he uses it. The Trophy Mage... Millstone. I have to look at that. Oh, he's doing a Millstone himself. That's really interesting. And then every time he casts Scrap Heap Scrounger from the graveyard, he gets a free 1/1 token bat. That's really cool. I'm going to Hornswoggle that. Just because I want the mana. Kind of a waste because he can bounce it back, so it doesn't help really much in the long term, but... It's giving me 4 mana. And then I've got something that I can use when I bring in the Torrential Gearhulk. So if I can get the Kefnet down the next turn, accept the damage, which I will do. Then the turn after that, I can get the Torrential Gearhulk down for 5. 2, 3, 4. I need to peel an island, which I don't do. Damn it. Malfunction. Got no mana up. He's just going to keep scrounging. He's going to get them both down, and he's going to get 2 more black bat creature tokens with flying. Here's an interesting little bit of synergy. If you get the Desecrated Tomb in my graveyard fetch deck with Open the Graves, then every time one of those little black bats die, it creates a 2/2 zombie. That's really cool. I'd love his deck. It's way better than mine. Nice. The only way that we're better if these counted as zombies. Obviously don't. Why did it create 2? We graveyard to the battlefield. It only cast it at once, so why did he get 2? But he didn't cast the Resembling Skeleton from graveyard, he cast it from hand. Weird. It's 3 more cards into his graveyard, but whatever. I've built a deck here that just can't win. This is a fucking terrible deck. Even Wind Mage could help. No, what I needed was mana. I'm gonna have to malfunction the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Because I just need to crowd control it. I can't keep trying to kill it because every time he brings it back it gets him more bats. Oh, of course. Yes, we've got a Hornswoggle. I need to wait for him to try call in another creature, then I can drop my Torrential Gearhulk. So I'm going to attack and try and make him sacrifice a bat. And he's not going to take the 1 damage. Don't see anything worth switcherooing. Maybe if he drops like a Bone Dragon. Come on, cast swing big. Ravenous Chupacabra. No, you can't have that. Taps his Scrap Heap Scrounger. And I pull Hornswoggle to Hornswoggle. Oh, but I don't have the mana for Hornswoggle. Ah! Mana. Oh, without paying its mana cost. Awesome. Choose up to 1. Done. Yep. Hornswoggle. That didn't work. What? I did that wrong. How did I do that wrong? Something went wrong there. Oh, maybe it's the order in which that triggers. Let's try not go 0-6 with the worst deck ever made. That's probably gonna happen. Well, even if I do, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's all knowledge gained in the service of playing better. It's all lessons learnt. What not to do. We've got 4 mana, a Suspicious Bookcase, a Blink, a Disallow. We haven't gotten opening hand much like this before. Let's try it. Hello. A cool card. Especially with the target creature can't be blocked ability. So I'm happy for him to drop whatever he can with a 2 mana cost. We'll start Essence Scattering on the 3rd turn. Maybe that's something else I should learn. Maybe I should actually be thinking more about that and be more willing to Essence Scatter like on turn 2. It depends on what he drops here. Inventor's Goggles. Okay, interesting. Could I have... No, that's a creature spell, so I couldn't have Inventor's Goggled that anyway. I hope he drops a creature now. Even better if he... I wonder if he casts an Artificer, these attach for free. I then Hornswoggle, which kills the creature, and... I doubt it's going to trigger the Inventor's Goggles. Yeah, okay. I was hoping that would remove his Inventor's Goggles, but no. Let's opt. I need a creature of some sort. I don't want to opt again. Well, I could opt again and still have an Essence Scatter up, so why not? But opting into opting is just what? It's just costing me mana. Another island. I also don't have any destroy artifact or enchantment in this deck. Problem with mono blue. Giftnet. I'm gonna disallow that. If I can get my Giftnet up and he can't, that's gonna give us a big advantage. And so let's see. So you may cast target instant card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Would be put into your graveyard, exile it. I'm going to hang on to the Torrential Gearhulk because I want to try that again and see if I can get it to work. I mean, we've got a Hornswoggle and we've got... I mean, I could just Torrential Gearhulk and opt to get... Let's just get the opt down for more card draw and get the board pressure down. I'm still fairly convinced that you can use Torrential Gearhulk with its flash ability to counter an enemy spell. No, that's not... No! Not what I wanted to click on, damn it. Sakes. Like, well, I have a confirmation screen that says just done. It defeats the purpose of a confirmation screen. You have done or cancel should be the 2 options there. He's got something big that I can't counter. That doesn't leave mana up. Let's blink of the eye, the heed, with the kicker. I mean, I was going to use the Suspicious Bookcase to allow my Torrential Gearhulk to get an attack through, but now I don't need to, and that leaves me up some extra mana for Essence Scatter. The nice thing is now we're ahead, so even if he gets the heat down, he keeps attacking. We should still be able to use Suspicious Bookcase to put him on a 3-turn timer, unless he has some sort of crowd control for Torrential Gearhulk. Yes, I feel your rage! Ha 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 ha! Ooh, I've been in that position so many times. It's so fucking frustrating when you can't do anything against blue. Yeah, that's an enchantment aura. Or maybe it was an instant, but no, it's not. That was nice to be able to... I mean, it sucks that I had to use 2 cards to kill that one. But hell, I was able to kill it, so... Other artifact creatures you control get 1/1. Yeah, fine. I assume he's going to bring in like a consulate Skygate or something, but we'll just malfunction it. Whatever it is. The big Skygate thing. That 3, he can't get past my suspicious bookcase anyway. It's only 3 damage, I don't mind that. I'm attacking for 5 every turn. He's still on a 2-turn counter. Nice, and I've got Disallow up now. Did I do that in the wrong turn? Can't be blocked, okay, good. Spell, trigger ability, okay, so I can't, it doesn't matter, he can't block my Torrential Gearhulk. I should be able to win. Can I disallow this, or I can just malfunction it? Try disallowing it, I think it works. I suspect it might not work because the description says counter target spell. I don't know if that includes, okay it does, I would have thought because it doesn't say counter target creature. But counter target spell seems to mean casted spell and creature. So that makes Disallow probably like one of the best cards ever. We win! Yes! 1 and 4 with this terrible deck. That's interesting. Maybe I could change my mono blue deck to an all flying creatures deck and then have this in favorable wins +1. That would make my Glint Nest Cranes 2 5s. There's some nice low cost flying cards. Combine that with a Kefnet Monument and you've got a 1 cost flyer that's 2 5 and helps you search for more artifacts. I've never waited this long for a game before. That's interesting. Interesting. Legion Soldat. Two islands, disallow, sleep, switcheroo. I'm gonna mulligan. I'm gonna need to peel into, but 4, 5, and 5. I can do nothing with 3 of those cards, so good hand. Not much better, but turn 2 and a turn 3. Got enough land for now, thank you. Guten Abend, Legion Soldat. Legion Soldat. Give me those goggles. I want those goggles so I can attack and get card draw. Damn it. Now we're just getting mana flooded. This is not cool. Ooh, fear me, I have 4/5 mana with nothing to cast. Ah, seal away. And I don't have any way to destroy enchantments, but it's only a glint nest crane. Yay, yes, and scatter. Blue-white, so I expect it'll be Leonin vanguards and stuff like that. Torrential Gearhulk. I'm gonna this time I really want to try getting that combo through. Also, he's got mana up to Essence Scatter this Gearhulk, so I want to Essence Scatter his first creature. Then on the next turn, I want to Torrential Gearhulk, try to recall Essence Scatter to counter his second creature. I've still never done that successfully, and I'm not even sure if you can. I haven't seen it being done, but I can't see why you wouldn't be able to do that. Perhaps it's got something to do with the order in which the creatures get summoned and the abilities trigger. Got a 2 mana advantage on him, but I can't really leverage that in any way. You're not summoning anything, it's just a standoff. But that suits me, because I need to... As long as every turn goes by and we draw more cards, suits me. Whenever I scry now, I think of how much I absolutely love the Lifecrafter's Bestiary. It's one of my favorite cards. Now, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he Essence Scatters this. That's fine, because I can just Essence Scatter what he brings in. Interesting. Okay. Surely he's got Essence Scatter. Maybe he's just decided to not drop it on a 3-cost 2/2. Look for cards your library, put 1 into your hand, rest in the bottom. Seven mana, something big. Well, if he's smart, he'll spend 5 mana.
Trust me. Hold that thought.
Fucking hate Teferi, he's the worst. Then he's always got 2 mana up at the end of his turn to cast Essence Scatter. Oh, 4 mana now. Do I get the Gearhulk down, or attempt to get the Gearhulk down for the pressure and just get the opt-in? I think I have to. And it still leaves me up with 2 Essence Scatter points of my own. He's probably going to Essence Scatter it, but I have to get something. I feel like I have to get something on the board for some pressure. There comes the Essence Scatter, obviously, because why wouldn't he? Cancel. Can I Essence a creature spell? I can't... What? I can't Essence Scatter the cancel, can I? No, I would need disallow.
That didn't happen.
Whoa! Oh, is that the one when if you bring it back into your...
No time for a break.
Graveyard, then you win the game? Something of the Second Sun. What was it called again? I've seen that card before. I can artifact or creature into the battlefield, tap permanent, untap. Doesn't help. I need 2 more turns to keep punching this guy after this. Attacking for 2, he goes down to... I can seal away.
Hurry!
What can I malfunction here? I don't think I can. Enchant. All I can do is malfunction my own Manolith. Nope.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
If you draw a card, exile a permanent. We're so fucked. Glyph Keeper, which he's just going to counter. I gotta try. I mean, maybe I'm lucky he doesn't have another Essence Scatter or a cancel or something. I wonder if this ability will actually be affected by these. I hope so. Whenever Glyph Keeper becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time each turn, I think that's different to when you bring it into the battlefield. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to cancel it. Find out. X is 5. Controller pays. He knows I can't. Fine. I'll laugh my ass off if its ability ends up stopping it from working. No. Okay. Oh, is that exile instead of kill? Counter target spell. Why can't I embalm it? If its spell is countered exile. Oh, very nicely done. Well done, sir. Yep, he's just better than me. And how do you get to 27 health? What do you get lifesteal from? Is this giving him lifesteal? Where's this lifesteal coming from? What the fuck? I didn't notice where his lifesteal came from. Oh, it's this thing. Cast from your hand. You've done it before. Win the game. I think he just wins. What a weird game that was. Fucking frustrating. Okay, 1 and 5. Game is hard. My blue deck sucks. Oh, we're learning. We're learning. Okay, nice. I like this. 3 islands. Gleaming Barrier turn 2. Hornswoggle turn 3. Then Sleep and Riddlemaster in the bank. Revix. Hello! Oh, I hate that card! Do I keep up the Essence Scatter or get the Gleaming Barrier? I think I'm going to keep the Essence Scatter. Oh, he can't have that. He's going to be gaining life every time I bring a creature in. Start using treasure map. It's interesting. So 2 cost initially, then you got to keep paying 1 to sky every turn for 3 turns. I'm just going to bang down the Manolith here. I might as well opt. So I'm not going to be able to Hornswoggle on the next turn, which worries me. Ugh. Oh, I've got 4 mana. Oh my word. I've got no way of dealing with these with these enchantments. So when he attacks with a Johnny's Pride Mate or the Leonin Leader, he gets 4 tokens. He's going to get 8 tokens if he casts a Leonin War Leader. Enters the battlefield, return target creature. Return creature. Well, I need to wait. I need to be able to return something to the hand. Maybe I can get some tempo going here. Like, he can bring something in. I can return it to hand. Do it again on the next turn. Attack, attack. On the next turn, whatever he gets, I can sleep it. That should give me 2 or 3 turns to attack with my Riddlemaster and my Angler Drake. Unless, of course, he has Luminous Bonds or something. Thank RNGesus for Hornswoggle. That Tender Shoot would be producing 8 tokens at +2/2 every turn. If I allowed him to have that, it would be terrifying. So I haven't got any board presence, but I mean, especially because he's lacking cards, I'm happy to just sit. Maybe I should get one of these 2 on the board, the Riddlemaster. Just start getting some tempo, because in the next turn I can return to the hand. I can do it with Angler Drake as well. I think maybe I'm trying to be too smart by waiting for him to get a creature done before I return it. An instance, I can let him drop it, and then I can blink of an eye it. So at the beginning of each upkeep, now I have to blink of an eye it now. I can't let him even cast it. Because at the end of that upkeep, he'll get 8 little tokens. And he's tapped, so can't I Aven Wind Mage? I should be able to. Oh, but on the my next turn. Also, putting it to sleep, I think its effect will still trigger even if I put it to sleep. So, let's see. So 6, 7, 8, 6, 4. I'll tell you what. Let's drop the Riddlemaster, and then I can give him a turn to proc this Tender Shoot. I can just put everything to sleep and keep punching him with the Riddlemaster and the Angler Drake. What I need really is an Essence Scatter to kill this bloody thing. I can keep bouncing it, but that's only going to help us so much. So where's the music gone? This happens quite often, actually. The game will just stop playing music after a while. Like it has a soundtrack and then it just gets through all the songs and stops playing them. Weird. Interesting question as to whether Treasure Map is better than Manolith. I think Manolith is just straight up better. I mean, Treasure Cove is cool, and Colorless Mana, it works. It's essentially a Manolith, but it's colorless instead of mana of any color, and then you can sacrifice for card draw. Now, unfortunately, he's going to get 1 upkeep phase, or maybe even 2, of proccing loads and loads and loads and loads of little tokens that are going to be +2s. Complex abilities when it controls for each creature you control. She's going to be huge. Nice, you can get like 8 or 16 tokens. Okay, it's only 3. That's not so bad. Let's see. It's dropped the Angler Drake. Bounce the Tender Shoot. Because that's 12 damage sitting right there. Aven Wind Mage. Turn to creatures under hand. I can return the Channa. Let's do 12 damage on this turn. Now the next turn I can sleep them and get the 5 and the 9. Let's try that. Oh, I can't. Oh, jeez. Oopsie. I might as well drop the glint nest. I mean, by doing that, I've told him I don't have any counters up, but he's only got one card he can play anyway, so there isn't really much in the way of strategy to that. Nice, and that's lowered that damage quite a bit. Okay, so let's see. 5, I've got 10 damage in the next turn. He's going to drop the 10 to shoot. I can put them all to sleep. He's got 9 damage there. And that's when he drops the 10 to shoot. They all become +2s. That's 8 plus 13. Ouch, that hurts. I block one of them with the Gleaming Barrier. Probably Shiner. Gives me more mana. Buys me another turn. Oh, piss off! So put a loyalty counter on champion for each creature you control. Holy crap, that's a lot. So get an emblem. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield... Oh, she's just going to make one of these things very, very scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can give +6/+6 to one of these. He can go straight up to +6, I think. Uses the +1 there. That's a really cool Planeswalker. Watley, Radiant Champion. Then the emblem is whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may draw a card. Another Anointed Possession. Oh.
My strength is our strength.
Oh shit! Oh my word! Unfortunately, I have to sleep now, I think. 14, fuck me! Wait a second. Aven Wind Mage. So let's see. 4 + 3 is 7, so I can cast them both. If I can attack for 2 turns now, which I don't think I will, I think I'm only going to get 1 turn out of this. And I could potentially win this. I don't even want to bring in the Aven Wind Mage because I'm worried it'll give him +1 life. But actually, I'm doing 10 a turn, so it shouldn't matter. I should be able to bring in Aven Wind Mage. Look at these sapling tokens, it's terrifying. There's so many of them. 22 of 22 for Shanna, the Sage Legacy. Oh, that crested me. I've lost so many games against that thing. Why didn't he activate her ability first? And then when he was bringing those in, he could have got a card draw. I think he messed that up.
Ours is a story that never ends.
Oh, look at this! That's nice. I hope it's not going to matter. If I can beat him, I'll be so pleased. I have 7, 11, 12 damage. He's got 2 white mana up, so he could... something here. Well, we've got to try. Most likely he's going to have luck. Oh, we win! I thought maybe he'd have that kill a tapped creature card. Sleep. Sleep for the win. Okay, so 2 wins, 5 losses with this terrible, terrible deck. 25 gold. Whoop-de fucking do. I clicked play. What's happening? Hello, game. Okay, interesting. The Glint Nest, Tempest Gin, which will keep getting bigger. Fuck it. Let's keep it. Archdevil, 942. Hello. Give me artifact. I hope he's mono red. Okay, artifact creature. I didn't realize that was a synergy, but nice. Because if he's mono red, he shouldn't have any flyers then, unless he's using dragons. I don't mind that. Honestly, I don't mind that. The 4 mana on the next turn makes it a 4/4. Hope I can peel something useful like an Essence Scatter or a counter. This Tempest Gin is such a good card. As you get more and more, it just gets better and better. Just a rekindling? Yeah, that's or the war cry, rekindling. Create a 0/1 red elemental with the beginning of the upkeep. Let's see, is he gonna kill us? Probably. If on the next turn I sleep this, we know I can attack with it twice, that could be enough for the win then. Unless he brings in anything else. What I really want is malfunction, so I can just malfunction this and then leave it. Ah, Glorybringer! Kills the Tempest Gin, fine. Upkeep, sacrifice, creature. I think I just take the damage. I don't feel the need to sleep this turn because they're already tapped. Just opt. Let's allow. Ooh. The sleep. Okay, it's a sorcery. It's not an instant. Fair enough. See, so unless he drops another Glorybringer, which he does. Lol. Oh man. Glorybringer is too cheap. It needs to be more expensive. Such a bonkers good card. Little Master and bounce the Rekindling Phoenix. Then the next turn I can sleep and punch through for 10 damage, I think. We busy being tricksy hobbitses. Blue doing blue things. And I still want to try on the next turn if I can. If he tries to summon a creature, Torrential Gearhulk, pull Disallow, use Disallow to cancel the creature, get your Gearhulk down. But I'm beginning to think you can't do that because you need a non-specific instant, a targeted instant. I'm fairly sure we got him. I'm fairly confident we've won. Put them to sleep and we'll just punch through. Sleep is such a good spell. It's mental how good a spell it is. Yay! Hey! 3 wins, 5 losses. Huzzah! Yes, 3 wins, 2 losses in this round, but 3 more on the other one. We went 0-3. Can we get 4? Get our money back? Ooh, I like it. I can Rogue's Glove the Glint Nest. I've got a turn 3 disallow if I can peel another island. That's probably something I should have mulliganed, but just because I want to try the Rogue's Gloves for the card draw. Whoa, is this guy a bronze 5? Wow, he must be brand new. Interesting. Hello, Casper. Or he's a multi-time Pro Tour winner who just created a new account. I need to start using these Aether abilities. I think that's going to give him 1 red mana. A shock, maybe? Or a goblin of some sort. Okay, Ventus Apprentice gets 1/1 as long as you control an artifact. Come on, Manolith. Nope. Ooh, if I get the Rogue's Gloves down, I wonder if I can tap the Rogue's Gloves and then get Zahid down for only 4 cost. But I would need to peel another island. You try get the Rogue's Gloves down, or do we? I think I'm going to hang on to the mana for the disallow, because if I peel another island I can drop the Rogue's Gloves and equip them in a single turn. I'm not going to attack because I want to try to block the Bowmat Courier. So I hope he costs something big that I can disallow, but with only 3 mana or 2 or 3 mana, it seems unlikely. Also, I am playing against red, so he could have a, what's that, a reach advantage card, plus 2 damage and first strike. But I wouldn't cast that if I was him. I want to disallow the Glint Nest. Ah, jeez, that seems like a waste. Spending 3 mana to stop 1. But I feel like I have to. Mainly because I'm hoping I can peel Island on the next turn and then start punching through with the Rogue's Gloves, and because I want to have the Glint Nest up so I can block his Bowmat Courier. But that was super mana ineffective for us, and I would not be surprised if he just... Okay, Heart of Kiran. Damage you can crew with these 2 nerds. Suspicious Bookcase. Let's get the bookcase down. I really need another island. I've just started to understand the real value of what's it called again? Master of Wits. Because it just occurred to me that if you, let's say you draw 7 cards, 5 of which you want and 2 you don't, but one of them is a Master of Wits, you just drop the Master of Wits and you swap out the 2 high cost ones you don't want. Dude's board is getting out of hand now. And is this when you do combat damage to a player? So does that mean if I do damage to a creature, I get the card draw, or do I have to hit the actual player? I'm not so sure. Take the 4 damage here. Oh, finally. I could get Zahid down, but I just really want to get the card draw for 1 more turn. And then we can get in Zahid to block the Heart of Kiran. I'm gonna say watch him just zap it with a lightning bolt, but he hasn't got any mana left, so. These rogue's gloves, it seems like an awful lot of work to get one card draw if you're even able to attack with the creature. Oh, piss off, and of course he can just crew. Ah! Forgot about that. Whoops. And that answers the question of you have to do damage to the player to get the card draw. I'm 100% going to counter, swap out the rogue's gloves. I should just get those straight card draw cards in here. The encyclopedia is interesting as well, where you pay 3 for card draw every turn. But I think the problem with that is, I mean, you have to pay the mana to drop it into the battlefield, and then pay 3 mana every turn to get card draw. Therefore, to be useful, you need to have enough mana that you kind of don't need it in the first place. Or kind of don't need it. Or whatever you draw you can't cast because you don't have the mana. But blue has plenty of card draw options and I should look at those, but the rogue's gloves are clearly not the way to go. I mean, we spent 4 mana for nothing and we just got the creature we equipped it to died. It shows you how strong Bowmat Courier is. That like whenever it attacks, not whenever it does combat damage. I should change that to whenever it does combat damage. Have I got an opt in here by any chance? Okay, so... But can I even tap those gloves? I hope I can. Guess I can block this bloody Heart of Koran now at least. Left keeper on the next turn. I need to get some Gear Hulks down, but I don't have instant cards that I can pull. I do like the synergy between Torrential Gear Hulk and Opt. I should look for... Hang on, is it instant or sorcery? Target instant card. I should see what instant card draw options there are other than Opt. I mean, it does seem like having 4 Gear Hulks and 4 Opts just makes sense. They synergize so nicely. Or hemorrhaging damage here. Doesn't look good, friends. We're going to lose to this bronze 5. But with a deck as bad as the one I've created, that's not surprising. Why wouldn't I block? Because he has some sort of combat buff. He's sitting on 3 mana, so he could use 2 mana to cast. Fuck it, I'm blocking. I don't think he has enough mana to kill Zahid. He can Lightning Bolt, that only gets up to 4 damage. He can Reach, which is 2. Discard your hand. Sorry friends, I've got a call here that I have to take. Nice. So friends, that was a human resources recruiter from one of the people I'm hoping to get interviews with. So I've got an interview at a bank at the end of the month. So hold thumbs, hopefully that works for me. It has been a brutal struggle here in South Africa for me to get work. Country's in a recession, there's a lot of very necessary BEE or Black Economic Empowerment requirements which make it hard for me to get work, but I completely support that and it's the right way to do it. It just makes my life a bit harder. So yeah, hold thumbs. I mean, I've been back in South Africa now for, geez, for how long has it been? It is since February. It's been 5 months. I've had a few interviews, but not got any of them. So hold thumbs, hopefully I get this. So, if I block this Heart of Kiran, he will kill Zahid. So I can accept 6 damage, taking me down to 4. I have learned in the past that even though the Walking Ballista is tapped, you can still activate its remove counters and do damage skill. Actually, wait, do I want to Gleaming Barrier? I think no, I want Glyph Keeper instead. And it can be countered if he tries to Lightning Bolt it. He'll have to double Lightning Bolt. Okay, I think I should have enough board presence here to offset what he's got. So, but I do have to get rid of that Walking Ballista. I need these guys up to block, so I'm not going to attack. Remember, 4 damage and plus 2, so he can do 6 damage to Zahid. I need some solution for this Walking Ballista that kills it and doesn't just bounce it. Oh damn, 3 damage to my Glyph Keeper, but I should be able to embalm it. I'm 2 mana short to do that. Damn. But what's nice is now actually I can, well, once I get 1 more mana, I can Gear Hulk and get more use out of Blink of an Eye. And I can kick it as well. Okay, so he's going to sacrifice his Walking Ballista to kill my Glyph Keeper, I imagine. Or he's just going to hold it there for the threat. It's kind of a standoff now. If I was him, I would just shut up, kill it, because I'm still 2 mana short of embalming my Glyph Keeper. Although on the next turn he can put another 1/1 counter, kill it, and still have it survive. Oh baby. I'm getting more nice board presence on the next 2 turns with Torrential Gear Hulk, but at some point I can equip the Rogue's Gloves and use the ability of the bookcase to allow my guys to attack the one who has the gloves equipped and to get more card draw out of it. So return Walking Ballista to his hand, 2/3 flyer. The only real threat here is the Walking Ballista. He's gonna zap me in the fucking face here. I need to address that Walking Ballista. I don't know how though. Good. I could chuck the Thopter back and let my flyers get through. And kick Hearts of Kiran. Oh no, I can't pay the kicker cost on it. Shit, has that screwed things up completely? I can't kick it, fair enough. Do the Hearts of Kiran. So that's fair enough, you have to pay the kicker cost separately. But I think on the next turn he is just going to Walking Ballista and kill us. Hold 1 back. I have to be able to block the Thopter if he doesn't get through. Enter battlefield with counter, put a 1/1 counter. He must have, that must be another Walking Ballista or something. But to be fair, he's playing red. If he has a single, you know, Lightning Bolt or Zap, I'm dead anyway. Because I don't have a counter or disallow up at all. Oh, I screwed up. He is gonna crew. He needs 1 more, because I thought maybe he can crew with this plus something else and then attack with the Thopter and the Hearts of Kiran, which I then can't block. Ooh, malfunction. Yes, please. But actually, let's think about this. Let's just not just immediately stop the Heart of Kiran. I've got to disallow. You know what? Let's equip the Rogue's Gloves to the Glyph Keeper and keep punching him. Because I've got 6 mana, so I can malfunction the Heart of Kiran and I can punch through with the Glyph Keeper. I am slightly concerned that I've done this slightly in the wrong order. I think I would have had to have waited for him to crew it first and then malfunction it. My worry is he can equip it now and get past the effect of malfunction. We shall find out, though. I mean, all this is going to be for naught as soon as he pulls into a single Magma Spray or Zap or Lightning Bolt or anything. Which is probably why I so desperately need a disallow. Maybe I should have been sitting on the Torrential Gear Hulk. Mana of the Gear Hulk, because if he casts his instant, I can Gear Hulk and disallow. Flint Nest, Gleaming Barrier. So unless he kills me this turn, I can bookcase and finish him off. It's going to be the most anticlimactic end. He's just going to have a zap and finish me with a zap. Does he not know about the ability, or is he just... or a creature? Okay. If I was him, I would have destroyed the artifact. Okay, double Abrade. That's fine. I think we win. Oh, I fucked up. I didn't... oh, good game. I didn't leave enough blockers. Killed by a Thopter. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, fail. I did not see that coming. I did not see the double Abrade coming. I should have thought of that. Got greedy by attacking with the Gear Hulk. Still, 3 wins is 3 more than I expected to get with that deck, so. Elaborate Fire Cannon, 2 cost. Artifact. Elaborate Fire Cannon doesn't untap during your untap step. Pay 4 mana, deals 2 damage to any target. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard a card if you do untap Elaborate Fire Cannon. That's 4 costs to do 2 to any target. Okay, that was interesting. So we went 3 and 6 with this shitty mono blue deck. Next up, Goblin Nerds. This is an equally shit deck, but it's so much fun when it works. I've got the 2 Bowmat Couriers because they're just good. I've got the 2 Magma Sprays. Rigging Runners are amazing. Dock is good. Bloodstone Goblin is good. Goblin Instigators. Lightning Strike. Sure Strike is, I find, very useful. I think 4 is probably too many, though. The Boggart Brute. What other goblins do I have that I haven't got in? Sacrifice a creature. Exile top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Why don't I try that? I mean, it's a 2/2 for 2. Goblin Trailblazer with Menace. Let's go with 2 Sure Strikes only, and then get another... I mean, a 2/1 with Menace is actually really good. Got Menace too. Wob Goblin, 2/2 for 2. And this is a 1/1 for 2, but it gives you the mana back. So really that's a 1/1 for 1 with extra mana. What I really want is more Chain Whirlers, but I don't want to spend more rare cards. Other goblins get 1/1, that's super important for us, but I've only got 1 rare. Hazoret's Monument is interesting. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And gains menace. That's really good. Rigging Runner. Let's drop a Rigging Runner. I like these Trailblazers because they have menace. They have to double block, and they're doubly good when you use Trumpet Blast. I mean, that then, where's Trumpet Blast? That turns that 2-1 with menace into a 4-1 with menace. Yeah. So the next episode, we will take my Goblin nerds into Quick Constructed. What was that? Yeah. Thanks for watching, friends. That's Magic the Gathering Arena with my shitty blue deck.